Abi, Etale, we have Mashujade, that as a nation, we have even anchored it in our constitution, where we say that generation fought for our freedom. Now, and that was the first liberation. It is argued, depending on where one sits, that we are in a third liberation, which is economic liberation, and hence the uprising, the revolution regarding the finance bills from 2023, 24, and here we are. Now, if as a nation we truly perceive the incidents of June 2024 as an economic liberation call, a call against tax injustice as a nation, because we all suffer the same predicament when it comes to tax injustice. If we appreciate that to be a national action, why can we not honor it the way we honor Mashujaa Day? It does not have to be a public holiday nationally and gazetted, but we can allow the friends and families and those who agree to the tax injustice that is happening in this country, allow them constitutionally and protect them to go and honor those people, because they are the heroes. No one argues. No one says, even the president recounted, he had called them terrorists and criminals, but he recounted. That's why they're even compensating them. Are they going to compensate criminals and terrorists? They are agreeing that an injustice prevailed, that these are national heroes, and they are calling for economic liberation of this country for all of us, whether you go to the streets or not. Can we not just honor them tomorrow, actually, and just join them, all of us, lay flowers, and go home? What do you think?
Chris, I think that should be done mutatis mutandis, slowly by slowly. And advise those who are going to commemorate this event to take part in this commemoration, to have that as a memorandum that should be presented to the authorities, that we should set aside June 25th to be a day to remember those victims of police excesses. And I think it's a noble idea. But as I was saying earlier, before we went on a short break, you know, there's a constitution and there are laws. And also you are aware that there's what we call the Public Order Act. And that's what I was referring to. That when and after organizers of demonstrations have presented or have given notice to police showing that they want to hold demonstrations on a particular date, they should also sit down with the police and agree on the modalities that will be used in those demonstrations, because you cannot have people peregrinating even in the, going to residential areas. You'll find people going to residential areas to disturb people there, you see, and that is what the police will not take the biscuit for. They will not sit down and look at people. It's the work of the police
to ensure that
now,
protection.
Chris, let me tell you this. Joe, do you know the current, in the past I used to be told by my father that people used to fear police officers a lot. But nowadays, the current generation doesn't fear police. So when they see a police officer standing on their way, they will start shouting, provoking them, and that kind of mentality needs to be stopped. When you're going for these demonstrations, just go peacefully, hold your demonstration in a manner that will not disturb or disrupt business. Because even these business people want to, they want to go about doing their daily activities, but they shouldn't be disrupted. We have had protests in the city. We have had people carrying placards, on Uhuru Highway up to Harambe Avenue, but not disrupting businesses. But when we see people going to disrupt business, I think it will be the purpose of the demonstration.
A quick one.
It's a commemoration. It should be a solemn activity.
As Abi comes in, we have victims of police excesses who are shot within and around residential estates. We have clips of police
Ngong.
shooting tear gas canisters here in Kasarani, in estates. So even though we are trying to say that protesters then were seeking refuge, but the police followed them. Ngong, the same. Some young kid in Kiambu, she was shot sitting in her sitting room.
So, Joe,
Cheryl died cooking
Joe,
fish for her mother
right.
in Huruma.
Yeah. Joe, if we had that order that I'm talking about,
whose
I don't think
responsibility is it to effect the order?
It is the organizers
to go and sit with
effect the
police.
with the police.
Where does this happen?
It
Where people, I'm
happens.
sorry,
No.
where
It
does this,
happens. You remember
please,
in Paris during the protest
no.
in Paris?
No.
In Kenya. Let's come back to
Because we can
Kenya.
talk about societies where there is an understanding constitutionally about what's supposed to happen for people. Now, you're suggesting that protesters in Kenya sit with the police to say, well, okay, this is how it's going to be. That's what your suggestion is.
There must
my
be a
suggestion,
leader.
my suggestion would be here, and I'm asking if it makes sense, that how about you say, we are going to commemorate this day for the fallen. Your job as a security agency is to be present to ensure that these people who are wielding and brandishing weapons then are not allowed, and you can identify them.
They know them.
That is the expertise that you have. You know who these people are. You know, that's why you are the intelligence. That's why you are the security agency, because you know.
You're the professional.
Dennis doesn't know. I am a professional journalist. You are a security agent. There are things that I know I don't know about security issues. You do, so that you can look at 5 people in the room and your instinct through your training and skill will tell you who the dangerous one is. That's your job, to be present. That's why that's why the police are informed, and that's why I'm asking. They're informed ahead of time that this is going to happen. So is it not their job to be present in that protest, to wield out these individuals who are going to infiltrate? Does that make sense?
When did a commemoration of an event become or call for a total shutdown? Because I heard some politicians call on business people to shut down their businesses and saying that it will be a total shutdown in Nairobi. That alone is also inside